Welcome back to eSIM Studios. I wanted to make a quick video. I know this is the year where not only the new Pixel was just released, but the new Samsung S24 series is being released as well. And I'm trying to, I made this channel for everybody, for you, the viewer, for the whole tech world, basically, not just for myself. Now, I want to share tips, tricks, as well as reviews, app reviews, unboxings, Bluetooth, everything, right? Mobile technology. But since it is around the time to upgrade, there is one little trick. Not necessarily trick. There's always one habit. It's a good habit to have, is when trading in a old device for a new device. I got a comment this morning under one of our videos, one of our S24 videos, of a viewer that mentions the fact, and it is something to worry about, right? And we'll pull it up here exactly what it said in a second, but briefly just mentioned that trading in your device, he is weary of trading in his device because there's so many stories of people, whether it's an iPhone, you hear it with the iPhone group, iPhone people, trading in, you buying a phone online from the carrier, from Samsung, from Apple. They send you the phone, but they also send you an empty box and a brand new label to ship your old phone back to them. Well, you hear the horror stories of people saying that their phone was lost in the mail. Samsung, Apple, T-Mobile did not get it, and then you get charged the full $1,000 for the new device. Or they get your device in the mail, and then they say, oh, it's got a cracked screen, oh, it won't turn on, or there's something wrong with it, and then you get charged a ginormous chunk of money for that new device. I have a technique. I guess it's not a trick. I have a technique that I use, we've used for years, and I want to share it with you so you cover your ass. CYA, cover your ass. And it actually came in handy, and I have the proof here. I'll pull up the proof here. That actually happened to us last year. But we go through so many devices. We started doing this 3 or 4 years ago, and it actually saved us in a certain instance. So let's look at the let me pull up this comment here. It's right here. You see, so Rammer Jammer, I appreciate you viewing the channel. Thank you very much. It means a lot. And I did write a comment under here basically saying what I'm about to say, and I'll show you. So he says he's seen a lot of people when they trade in their phone, Samsung denies their trade-in, saying it's missing from the box when it's not, or cracked when it's in perfectly good shape. That is not cool. I agree. I have a Note 10 Plus I need to upgrade, but just worried about something like this happening. If I get the S24 Ultra and trade in my phone, yeah, I've been having a lot of problems with their site crashing. Yes, talking about the accessories being out of stock, and he loves his his Note 10 Plus. That's a classic phone. I love that device. I've had that one. Awesome. With the expandable storage, battery life starting to go down. Seems like Samsung doesn't care about their customers. I wouldn't say Samsung doesn't care about their customers, but let's face it, they're going to cover their ass, right? When it comes down to everything comes down to money, right? Whether it's you, me, companies, everything comes down to money. So Samsung is going to cover their ass, just as Apple is going to cover their ass, just like T-Mobile is going to cover their ass. And we should too. I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, if you have a Note 10, if you have a Note 20, S9, Note 9, had another viewer with a Note 9 today asking if they should upgrade. That's about as old as I would go before upgrading, and here's why. battery. Those lithium ion batteries are only good for about 4 or 5 years. So if you have a 4 or 5 year old phone, or you're creeping up on 4 years, or you're creeping up on 5 years, somewhere right around there, you need to seriously consider about upgrading. Look, I'm not trying to pressure anybody with our videos or unboxings, or I'm not trying to sell anything, right? Samsung didn't pay us, Google didn't pay us. We just love technology. But you are going to see your battery start degrading and get, as he mentioned, worse and worse battery life. Now, if you can keep the device if you want to, but I would strongly suggest you getting a battery replaced if that's what you want to do, and that's fine, right? It should last you for another few years. But here is the advantage of upgrading right now, is that if you don't upgrade a lot, if you hold on to your device for like 4 or 5 years, this new S24 series, the update life is a lot longer, because if you have a Note 10 Plus, if you have a Note 9, as the earlier commenter said, you've stopped getting updates. You've stopped getting security updates, security patches. And that's scary, especially with all that's out there today. We do try to make as many videos as we can as far as viruses and stuff like that. But if you do upgrade to the S24 series, it's updated for 7 years. So you can hang on to that sucker for 7 years if you want to. But let me show you what we did. So here's what you do. Let me show you what to do. Let me pull this down. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is, when you get your new device and they give you the label, the box to send it back in, what you're going to do is you're going to sit down, or wherever you are, and videotape everything. Now I want you to videotape. Now this could be I've videotaped some of these and they've been 20 minutes long. Who cares, right? And if you don't have enough storage, find enough storage, because you're going to need this as proof. So with your old device, one of the requirements is, now I've noticed in the last year or two, they didn't have it in the past, but in the past year or two, they says it has to be factory reset. So what you're going to do is pull out another phone, or even record with the new phone, right? And you're going to get before you factory reset it, show the device you're trading in. All right, so I'm trading in this device, right? Let's say I'm trading in this. The hell? And this is the new phone. You're going to record, before you do anything, go record your phone front, back, with the display on, front, back. Show that it takes pictures, show that you can view the picture. Make sure you have good lighting. You want to show that the device has no cracks. The device is usable, meaning it takes pictures. That means the camera sensors aren't cracked. And then you want to go to your settings, show the IMEI number, because if you don't prove that that is the device that you're trading in, they could come back and also say, well, that's not the device you traded in. And you can say, yeah, it is. Here's the IMEI number. So show the IMEI number, show it takes pictures, show front and back, show it's in good condition all around the sides. And then you're going to factory reset it. Still recording. Still record it. And when it's done factory resetting, breeze through. A lot of these you want you to sign in during the startup process, but you can skip all the way through to the home screen, go to the settings, and then show your IMEI again. And then you're basically going to turn it off. Now, once you turn it off, you're going to continue to record. Remember, record the whole thing. So you want to show that device you're trading in with IMEI. You're going to show the device has a non-cracked screen or not cracked back, and the sensors are good camera sensors. They want to see that as well. And you're going to record, whether you got to prop it up on a cabinet or a counter, or have somebody hold the phone for you. Show and do this. Try to do this in one recording, because if you split it up, they're going to say, oh, well, you can think of all the excuses that they will make, and your job is to try to make them have zero excuses. So shoot this all in one recording. Turn the device off before you put it in the box, and then while you're recording, put it in the box, tape it up, smack the label on there. Make sure you show the label, with the tracking number, with the return address, which should be you, and the sending address, which should be to wherever their warehouse is, right? And then last but not least, I want you to record yourself. Yes, it's whatever. Record yourself dropping it off, whether it's in a Dropbox or whether it's at a UPS store or whether it's at the USPS office. And you don't have to stick your camera in the person's face while you're handing it to them, but you do want to show, again, because remember, if you cut the video, you want to show that you shipped it, that you physically mailed it, and hey, I did my part, right? So before you get out of the car, because you're probably not going to record from when you're in your home to at the UPS store. It'll be a long freaking video, but at least get the one recording of your device good, clean and clear, and boxing it up, and the shipping label, and then you can stop the video. And then before you get out of your car to go inside to ship it, hit record, show the shipping label, show the front and back of the box, and the tracking number, and you can just walk in there with your phone, but make sure you kind of tilt it up a little bit and physically show you handing it to the person. Hey, you did your part. So last year, it was not the Pixel 8s, we were getting Pixel 7s. We got 3 of them, and I can't remember which one it was, which phone it was. We got a white, a gold, or hazel, and a... Damn, I don't remember which one it was, but they did that. We shipped all 3 of them. We recorded all 3 of them, and 2 of them made it, and one of them kept on saying being delivered, but never officially delivered. Well, after about a week of that, while the other 2 had already been delivered and the order was completed, we got credited, that 3rd one, so we called up Google and they said, oh, we'll look right into it. And after a while, they called us back and said, well, we can't find it. I was like, oh, really? You can't find it? Interesting. Well, we shipped it, and they said, well, do you have any, they were nice. They said, do you have any proof? And I was like, do I have proof? Yeah. And so check this out. Here's what I did. Where is my screen share? Screen share. Where we at? Here we go. Now, this is a snapshot of my Google Photos cloud storage, right? Photo storage. Again, after you record, either save it, well, definitely save it to cloud storage. I have some of my recordings that are 5 years old, whatever. But this is where it saved us, because look, right here is the here is the label that we shipped it out from. Here is another label where you could tell I was tracking it. I think that was an accidental screenshot when I was trying to take a screenshot or tracking to find out where it was. Now here is another screenshot, and here was a video. This was a video we took. You can tell at the bottom, it's 10 minutes long. See that? I do them pretty quick now. I think the first one almost took 20 minutes. But look, you can do it pretty quick, right? With all the info, everything that I told you to do, shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. And then I included, now if you have 2 separate files, that's fine. I normally take my boxing up file video and my shipping it off video, and I'll go into CapCut, which is free, and I'll just combine it into one video, right? You don't have to, but that's what I do. But yeah, here's our video. This was the one that got lost in the mail. So to be honest with you, I don't know if Google ever found it. All I know is we got credited because I recorded everything, sent them the video. The representative that gave them an email address for the proof, and an hour or 2 later we called them, or I think they called us and said, okay, well, thank you for your input. I'll go ahead and process the return as complete. Okay. I don't know if they ever found it. I don't know what happened. All I know is we got credited for the trade-in, and that's all that matters. So I wanted to make this video again. Tips, tricks, hacks, anything to help y'all out, right? So this becomes a way more common occurrence. And also, receiving a package. Here's another thing. You hear a lot of stories of people ordering, and again, this happens a lot with iPhones. And it can be anything, a tablet, computer, but typically with phones, because they're small boxes and they're easy to steal. A lot of times when you order a phone, try to put signature required. Now, I know it's hard because a lot of us have jobs. We have to leave the house during the day, and we don't know if it makes it to the home. And plus, if you require signature and you're not home, they may try one more time, and then they're kicking it back, right? Sometimes I've had times where, they'll say we signed for it, and they just leave it by the door. Yeah, that's not good. So here's what you do. Usually, who uses FedEx? Google uses FedEx. T-Mobile uses UPS. Samsung uses UPS. If you go on to FedEx.com, if you go on to UPS and make an account, right? You got to make an account. You can have it shipped to your home when you first buy it. So like if you get an S24, you order it from Samsung or T-Mobile, they ship it to your address. Okay, no problem. You can actually go like what we do for FedEx with all of our Pixels. You can actually go even after it's shipped. It's in the process of being shipped. You can get on FedEx.com, sign in with your account, and actually have them ship it to the nearest, Walgreens, 24-hour Walgreens. We have a Walgreens right behind our house, 24 hours. And what we do is say, ship it there, and then what Walgreens will do, they will hold it for you until you come pick it up. Now, you do have to show an ID, but that's fine. But they're 24 hours, so I could go at 3 in the morning if I wanted to and go get it. But it's a lot more safe because the chances of a Walgreens employee stealing it, very slim. And that's on them, right? Like you can blame them. If it says it's delivered to a Walgreens or a FedEx Walgreens, and you go there to pick it up, and I can't find it, I don't know where it is, that's their ass. Then they're gonna have to pay up. If UPS or FedEx delivers it to your home front door, say it was delivered, they clean their hands, and now the liability is off of them, right? So somebody can, what do they call them, a porch pirate, can come up, take it, and then you don't get your phone, you're out of your money, UPS is not to blame, they left it at your doorstep. So I suggest you try the delivered or alter the delivery. They all do it. I do it to this day. Now, that's FedEx. UPS, if you're in a major city or even a smaller city, you can have it shipped to the UPS store. We have a UPS store right down the street. I get all mine shipped to them. Now, they're not 24 hours, but they're open 7 days a week. So I can even go on Sunday and go get a phone. But always ship them to a place that has to sign for it. Because when FedEx ships it to a FedEx Walgreens, or when UPS ships it to a UPS store, they have to sign for it. Now the liability is on them. So you always want to cover your ass, no matter whether you are getting a new phone, as I just mentioned with the shipping to you, or you're shipping out a trade-in. You want to video record everything. IMEI number, serial number, front, back, boxing it up, that you factory reset it, the cameras work, and then you want to record handing it off. Hey, I did my part. We went through that, as I mentioned, about a year and a half ago. So if you follow those little procedures, and look, sometimes it is a hassle. I know you're busy, I'm busy, but you have to box it up and factory reset it anyways to ship it in, right? So you might as well record it. So if you got any questions, let me know. If you think I can modify the process and make it even better, let me know, please. But yeah, so if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. I check them every day, and I'd love to hear what y'all have to say, good or bad, right? Somebody today said, what did they say? I'm unbearable. That's fine. It doesn't hurt my feelings. That's your opinion, you know, it is what it is, right? So I can only be me. But thank you for viewing this. I do appreciate your time, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. Peace.